Congress versus BJP tonight. Ravi Shankar Prasad was there in the Rajya Sabha to ensure that far from backing out, the opposition was even more aggressive on the Wal-Mart lobbying controversy. And taking him on today on this Newshour debate is PC Chacko, very senior Congress leader, member of parliament, chief of the JPC. Thank you very much. Mr. Chacko, my first question is to you, sir. Mr. Chacko, I want to know how Mr. Narayan Swamy, PMO minister, said yesterday when this controversy broke, no lobbying took place in India. How does Mr. Narayan Swamy know that no lobbying took place in India? He can say, we are not sure if lobbying took place in India, but how does he know that no lobbying took place by Wal-Mart in India?
Arnav, Narayan Swamy was discussing, replying to a discussion which took place in Rajya Sabha, in which the major point which they were discussing was about the report placed before the American Congress.
Yes.
On that only Mr. Narayan Swamy said that report is about what happened in America, and that report was placed before the American Congress. Why should that be discussed here? This is not related to India. That is what Mr. Narayan Swamy meant in that reply. It is not that.
No, why not discuss? I would say, why not discuss? You are saying, why discuss? I'd say, to clear the doubt, why not discuss and why not investigate? And in the absence of a discussion or an investigation, Mr. Chacko, how can the PMO minister say no lobbying took place in India, especially when Wal-Mart in Mexico, it is proven, paid bribes to obtain executive permits virtually in every corner of Mexico? So it's not like this company has not faced such allegations in the past. Mr. Chacko.
Yes. In Mexico or in states or anywhere else, whatever had happened with Wal-Mart, Government of India cannot make any reply, and we are not in the know of things. As Government of India is concerned, what happens inside Wal-Mart, what is their problem, how are we concerned? We are not aware, we are not in the know of things, what is happening there. Any report which is coming outside the Government of India's purview of knowledge, if anybody wants that to be discussed, we can only say that, we have nothing to do with that.
Sir, when these stories, I'll actually get Ravi Shankar Prasad straight into this debate here. First, Mr. Prasad, why are you hammering on an issue on which you're not completely sure of the facts yet? You're not completely sure of the facts yet that there was any corruption in India.
No, we are very sure about it because the cat is out of the bag. Disclosure in America, but payment is being made in India to persuade the lifting of the gate of the FDI in multi-brand. First of all, let me appreciate what you showed yesterday, 2012 disclosure report about payment of $1,65,000, in which the item included FDI discussions about India. I have got the 2011 report with me of the same disclosure report, which shows a payment of $220,000 US, where also discussion related to FDI in India. I'm sure if we have the report of 2010 and 9 and 8, for the last 4 years, they have been doing it. Now, I have two clear points to raise, Arnav, and I would appreciate if Mr. Chacko is keen to reply to it very frankly.
Go ahead.
If the expenditure has been made on lobbying with the US senators and lawmakers to have the FDI gate lifted in India, it is a serious question of America influencing India's sovereign decision-making process and impinging upon our sovereignty. That is too bad. Secondly, if money is being spent about issue relating to market access in India, it is equally a fact that on whom they are spending the amount. Huge amount, year after year, which they are filing, admitting it. Is it not a matter of investigation? Is it not a matter of fair inquiry? If the government was so sure, why did the government agree today?
Answer, Mr. Chacko, on that.
Simple question.
Mr. Chacko, answer. First of all, external interference in India's legislative decision making, I think, is the biggest point that Mr. Prasad wants you to answer. To go ahead, and then I have a question for you, Mr. Prasad, right after that. Mr. Chacko.
Yes, I will reply. In fact,
as far as the reports we see, there is nothing implicating India or India government or anything happened in India. Wal-Mart, when their report, their quarterly report which they have submitted on lobbying, that report is before the American Congress. It has not mentioned about any payment to anybody in India. You know, Arnav, the situation is such that, you know, opposition is just waiting for an opportunity. They are taking any issue and every issue against the government.
Mr. Chako,
Ravi Shankar Prasadji knows very well that lobbying has got a different meaning in America and in India. You know, by lobbying, they have come to the conclusion that they have lobbied means they have given money to somebody. World will be laughing at us.
But why is Congress party batting for Wal-Mart? My question to you is, why is the Congress party batting for Wal-Mart? Because a New York Times expose in the year 2005 proved that when confronted with evidence of widespread corruption in Mexico, Wal-Mart executives focused more on damage control than in rooting out the wrongdoing. Should we not be on our guard? If Wal-Mart, should we not be on our guard? This company has been in controversy elsewhere for corruption. Why is the government rooting for Wal-Mart?
Aruna, we are not supporting them. We are not defending them. We have no business to defend or support them. Whatever they have done, they will pay the fine.
Sir, but your PMO minister gave them a clean chit yesterday.
It is there.
No, why did your PMO minister say no lobbying has taken place in India? If you are not batting for Wal-Mart, why did he say that?
Any clearance. Absolutely no. The Government of India minister has not given a clean chit.
But he said no lobbying has taken place in India.
We are not going to do that.
He said no lobbying has taken place in India.
We only said that. No, we only said that the report has mentioned about the lobbying Wal-Mart has done. That has happened in America. That report is before the US Congress. We have nothing to do with that. There is no mention about India. No even payment of
Sir, there is a reference to India.
To influence anybody.
No. Watch. There is a reference to India. There is a clear mention of FDI.
There is a reference. There is a reference. That does not mean that they have made money to anybody. If that is so, Kamal Nath has said that.
So how do you know?
Inquire that issue.
So yesterday, your government has changed its position. Yesterday, your one minister says no lobbying took place. Your Congress spokesperson says no need for an investigation. Today, Kamal Nath comes out and says we will have an investigation. We are as upset about this as the BJP. Why did you not take this position yesterday? Why have you under pressure been forced to take this position?
No, it is not that. Now, to run the parliament, we have to concede sometimes reasonable, sometimes unreasonable demands of the opposition also.
So you don't believe in it? You are only conceding.
Making it an issue. No, they were disturbing the house for nothing. Then we said that if you think that there is any allegation, we are ready to investigate.
Mr. Prasad, this is
after all, this is a known issue they are developing to stop the house.
Mr. Prasad,
irresponsible way of stalling the house.
Mr. Prasad, you are being accused of looking for excuses to stall the house, and you have a very senior Congress leader tell you very clearly on your face that we are only compromising because you are disrupting the house, not because we believe there is any merit in this.
Arnav, first of all, I completely deny these baseless allegations. It's for exposing corruption of this government in FDI multi-brand dealing. If we had to at times become very firm in the parliament, we would like to be firm. But the first question you rightly posed, which I was myself willing to pose, he is not answering. Why there is a 180-degree change? Why did Mr. Kamal Nath tell the House today, we are equally concerned? He did not say we are doing because of opposition pressure or the demand of the opposition. On the contrary, the government itself said we are ourselves concerned and we are willing for inquiry. Then how did the series of spokespersons are giving certificates of good conduct and like the minister? Or no, it is indeed a very sad day that when a controversial multinational giant, the biggest player like Wal-Mart, which is accused of bribing in Mexico, was investigated by Justice Department for concealing the factum of bribery, which has serious problem world over, today is being defended by the government and by the ruling party. It is a very sad day. Come on, if there is any iota of truth in this report, lobbying is prohibited in India. I repeat, it is a benign form of bribery. Or now, did they spend on holding press conferences? or for paid news or a sponsor story or manipulating stories
You're making
or
many
creating
charges.
public opinion through means which are questionable. No, I'm telling you.
You're making very
these are
serious
questions
charges.
of inquiry.
We're making very serious charges.
Let
Mr. Prasad?
Let Mr. Chako know. Let Mr. Chako know. If any company does lobbying with the Ministry of Defense, it can be blacklisted.
Okay.
Not
So,
only
Mr.
bribery. This is the position.
Mr. Prasad,
Paid news is, you know it very well, paid news is bad.
Mr.
Therefore, why
Prasad,
they
you are making a
defending
very,
it?
you know, one second. Mr. Prasad, now let me give it. Please remember, Mr. Prasad, I will now pick out on the Newshour an excerpt of a report when you were a minister and the Vajpayee government was in power. I am referring to Washington Post, January 2002. I am not going to name the individuals, but I will make this point. This report said, according to government records released yesterday, President George Bush's National Security Council led a working group, quote unquote, with officials from various cabinet agencies to resolve Enron's troubles over a power plant venture. Enron, facing non-payment by its Indian government customer, wanted to sell its interest for $2.3 million. It was also said that former Enron executive Linda Paz told a US congressional hearing in the 1990s that Enron had spent $20 million educating Indians. The administration's efforts, which included Vice President Cheney's conversation with an Indian official and were to involve a personal appeal by Bush to Indian Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, appeared to end on November 8th. That's the day Enron filed documents with the Securities and Exchange Commission revising its financial statements to account for $586 million in losses. My simple question to you, sir, is what happened in the Enron case?